Top 10 best Olympic sneakers of all time. NBA or not.
Just anything. I did anything Olympic themed.
Okay.
And
So
a few of them I kind of screwed up on. You know what I had at first?
What's that?
I had Ronnie Feig ASIC 3-pack.
Yep.
It's not Olympic. It's FIFA soccer.
Yeah. The USA Gold ones.
And I was like, crap, those aren't Olympic. But those Diodoras that dropped, the gold and the silver ones,
Yep.
those are for Olympics. I didn't put those, but I was like, I thought those would have been pretty good ones. I love
I have
those.
to wear my Ronnie Feigs next week. For the
That's a
kickoff
good
of the
one.
Olympics.
All
right, bottom 5.
Number 10, Presto Flyknit.
Okay.
Not even out yet. It's the one that's
It
coming
is
out July 7th. That one is off the hook. All
Yeah.
right. That shoe is fresh. All right. It might be the only Olympic shoe that I'm going to cop. Maybe. All right. I don't like the 160 price tag, but that one right there is literally like, it's great. The color blocking, it's like gold, I think, and navy blue, off the hook. Number 9, I put Jordan 6.
Okay.
Those weren't worn in the Olympics, right?
Yes, they were.
Were they? Okay.
They were worn later in the Olympics by Ray Allen and,
Was it? Okay.
and somebody else.
I don't really care for those as 6s. Like, I love 6s, but I never cared for the Olympic one. I bought them, and I was just like, it's like Carmines. I like Carmines, but something about the color being in those spaces,
Makes it look like a clown shoe.
it doesn't look right.
Yeah,
Every
it
time I
does look
wear it,
funny.
I was like, God, these don't look right.
The
on me.
toe cap on a 6 has to be white or black
Has to.
for it to look
It
right.
has to.
And if it's black, the rest of the shoe has to be black.
It has to. Like, that's a must.
Yes.
Number 8, I did KD4. I mean, the colors are great. It's just red, white, and blue, but the shoe model itself was just one of the best Nike basketball shoes of all
Yep.
time.
Agreed.
Number 7, the Air More Up Tempo, the Pippen.
Yep.
I think that might. What's funny is that shoe, when you think of Dream Team, that's probably the first shoe you think of.
It
When
really
you think
is.
of when we said this is what we're going to talk about, those are the very first shoe I thought of.
It was
like
it. Came to
hands
my mind
down.
as well.
Like it was the very first one. And the shoe, obviously, I think it's something that like you might buy and have, but it's nothing that like you could really rock. It's so big nowadays.
It's just iconic.
It's just an iconic sneaker. It's something that you just have in your closet. Number 6, Nike Air Force 180. I consider that one of my top 15 sneakers of all time.
Agreed.
I do. I just
Almost
love
wore
that
them
shoe.
today.
You have them?
Yeah.
The Olympic ones?
Yeah.
Really?
I almost wore them with my Charles Barkley.
Are they
USA
DS?
team. Yeah.
Did you buy them like when they came out? What,
Yeah, the
2 years ago?
2012
Okay.
release.
See, I have the ones from, God, I don't know when. They might be the OGs. I don't know. They're not wearable. Their air bubble was that pocket bubble.
Yeah.
It's not even on there. It's in the box. Like, and then I bought a version where they made that model, but it was like a casual shoe.
Yeah.
I have that one too, and I wear that every once in a while. Well,
They're coming out again this week.
I know.
Next week.
And I'm debating, but I kind of think they might sit. Like,
think they'll sit.
I think those are one like you could wait on eBay and grab for like 125 or something.
Something
like
else is coming out next week that I'm sure is on your top 5.
that. Oh, I'm definitely getting
I'm
those.
copping those.
I
I might
don't know if I
double
want
on
to
those.
pay
I
it
might
though.
double on those.
I don't know if I want to pay the price though. I feel like they might.
I've
sit.
already been looking on eBay. eBay,
they're
they were
on
like
there?
130. They're like retail shipped on eBay.
Already.
I'll wait till they're down to that $90 price range. I'll
Wait a
cop
minute,
2.
they're already 130 shipped.
Yeah, they
Oh,
sold. They
I might buy
sold.
those
They
then.
sold.
Oh,
They had like 3 or 4 sizes left.
all right. I might have to look at those. Number 5, I got Fila Grant Hill 2. The
Okay.
shoe was tight. It's iconic. Mainly iconic for other reasons, but like it's a great looking shoe. I think that's back when Fila was like a,
Contender.
I say contender.
Yeah.
But they had their athletes that they had with like Hersey Hawkins, Grant Hill, Jerry Stackhouse. They didn't have like an elite lineup, but they had great shoes.
So let me ask you this, kind of off topic. Would you consider the Under Armour to be the modern day Fila?
I don't know because I don't even think the Under Armour now has the bigger impact Fila has basketball sneaker
Back in the day? Okay.
I don't because like I mean you're talking about like Tupac. Everybody had
yeah.
Grant Hills.
Yeah.
I don't see nobody wearing
Rocking stuff.
I've seen no joke. When, at
A
Safeway today,
Fetty Wap video rocking.
at Safeway today, I seen a. Now I'm not judging a book by its cover. I would consider this guy a thug. Okay, who's wearing Steph Curry's? I was like, what the heck is he doing in these? But I just Under Armour. I think they need to strictly stick to workout clothes. Their basketball lineup is awful.
Their basketball
I don't know
lineup
if
is
Steph Curry has a hand in those design or
I don't know.
I don't get it. Like they're awful. But we probably have a Fila Reebok discussion like another episode. Oh man, that was 5. I went past my.
That was your 5?
Yeah, I
All
went
right.
past it.
So my top 10
I did 6.
since we changed this kinda, I would also like to add the 180 Olympic sneaker, the Air Max 180 that Michael Jordan wore in his photos back in the Dream Team days.
What is that?
The Air Max 180?
Air Max 180?
The low top, like the running shoe. Wasn't it the Air Max 180?
What did it look like? Oh,
You know what I'm talking about?
yeah.
That
I got
Jordan
those.
wore
I got
like in
those.
his photos.
The
and
ones
stuff.
that I bought at High Point.
Yeah, exactly. Those.
Yeah.
There you go. That's an iconic sneaker shoe. But my number 10, I would say one of the most iconic shoes of all time is the Michael Johnson gold sneakers, the gold track spikes.
Yep.
Number 9, I originally made my list top 10 Nike USA basketball. So I threw Michael Johnson in there, but number 9, I would say the Hyperdunk 2008, the first Hyperdunk that Kobe Bryant wore in the 2008 Olympics. That Hyperdunk to me is like one of the best high top shoe models that's come out in probably the past 10 years.
Is that the only
15
Kobe you
years.
got on there?
The only Kobe I have in my list. Yeah, it's the only Kobe I have on my list.
I was gonna put ones. Zoom
The
ones.
Kobe ones actually were really nice.
Oh no, I'm sorry, not ones, twos.
Twos. They were the twos with the strap. Yeah, you're right. And they sat at outlets. I wish I had them now.
I do too.
I mean, those things were like $39 at outlets. I wish I would have bought those. A lot of Kobe's that sat back in the day that I wish I had now.
Wow.
Number 8, I have the Air More Up Tempo USAs.
All right.
Number 7,
You buying those?
I have a pair.
Oh,
Of again the ones that came out in
They
2012.
just came out probably what, two years ago?
2012. I bought the 180 Barkley and the Up Tempo came out in the same day, 2012.
That was during the Olympics too.
During the Olympics,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
So I don't know, and like the Vince Carter, like a bunch of other sneakers. The 2K4
That's
came
right.
out. Like there was like a pack. It was like 4 pairs.
That's right.
Number 7, the Jordan 7 USA.
Right.
Number 6, the LeBron 2 USA. Had to have a LeBron in there. And that's my top 5.
Okay. There
Or
was a
bottom
LeBron
5.
too?
There was a LeBron 2. It never released.
Was there a generation? Oh no, he
No.
didn't play on there. Okay.
No, yeah.
I think they made an Olympic one, but it didn't come out. I think
Yeah.
it was just a sample thing. That's a good list. I don't know if I can't think of what the Olympic LeBron looks like. That's
The
it.
LeBron 2. It's like mostly white, blue, and then gold accents.
Really? Oh. Oh, what's the all gold one? Oh, wasn't that like a China one?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That one's dope too.
With the red.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. My last 4 since I went over. Number 4, Nike Air Max 97. That's 97, right?
Yep. 98.
98. Okay, then I mean 98 then. Wait, no. 97.
97.
97s was the Dan O'Brien. Ooh, wait a minute. Were they 98s?
It had to have been because that would have been because 2002. Yeah, it would have been 4 years, so it would have been 98.
I think it was 98. The Dan O'Briens. They were all silver. Nike. Let me look this up. Okay, Dan O'Brien. And they had a purple one that was women's, and a silver and a red one that was for men. Yep. This is Air Max 97. This one right here.
Yes.
Dan
Oh, I
O'Brien.
remember that. Yeah, that's
Love
like
those.
you have those.
I do.
Yes.
Love those. Air Max 97, the Dan O'Brien colorway, all silver with the red swoosh. Number 3, Nike Jordan 7. Obviously, you got to have that on the list, whether it's somewhere, but it has to be on the list. One of my personal favorites, number 2, Nike Zoom Flight 96, the penny, which comes out in a couple weeks. I'm definitely buying that. I have to.
Okay.
And number 1, I got the Nike Gold Track Spikes by Michael Johnson.
Okay.
And you know what's funny though? I was looking up sneakers, like looking up for our list.
Yeah.
I came across it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have thought of it at all. Like we said, the first one that comes to my mind is the Pippen.
Well, it's funny because when you said my list isn't only basketball related, the first
was
thing
the
that popped
first
into
thing
my
you said.
head was Michael Johnson's gold sneakers.
And that's a fact.
So,
So recap real quick. My number 10, Presto Flight Knit, which isn't even out yet. Comes out July 7th. Fresh. Number 9, Jordan 6. Number 8, KD4. Number 7, Pippen Air More Up Tempo. Number 6, Air Force 180 Barkley. Number 5, Fila Grand Hill 2 Olympic. Number 4, Air Max 97, the Dan O'Brien colorway. Number 3, Jordan 7. Number 2, Penny with the number 6 in the back, which made it off the hook.
Off the hook.
Zoom Flight 96 and the number 1 gold track spikes. Which they actually did come out with a shoe that you could wear, but it was like still a track shoe.
Yes,
it didn't have
I do remember
spikes.
those. Yeah.
I couldn't find out what it was. I
like
couldn't
a
find
cleatless.
Yeah, it was like
track
black
shoe.
and gold or something. Yeah. What you got?
So my top 5, the Jordan 6 USA will be my number 5.
Right.
Number 4, because of the moment that took place in it, and because of the hype that was surrounding it when it came out, because it was the first shoe of its nature, of its kind. And I can't believe that you didn't even mention this one. The Vince Carter Shox BB4s.
I thought about it. I was gonna put it on the list. I think I had it on the list. Like I usually make a bunch of them, and then
you
delete
tailor
some.
it down.
Yeah.
That's what I do.
I think I meant to say that in honorable mentions. When they re-released with the pack that you said, and I looked at them, I was like, God,
Didn't even move.
they didn't move, and I thought they would have just because it was like the shock thing was so like it had its period.
But I think the shock thing is just dead. But like when that shoe came out, and when he dunked over that 7-footer, jumped over his head in him, I mean that made that shoe an Olympic icon forever.
Which probably might be the greatest in dunk
Ever in game.
I think in game dunk.
Like when I think of USA basketball shoes, the top 2 that come to mind, number 1 is the Air More Up Tempo. Number 2 is the Vince Carter.
I think it crossed my mind too, but that wasn't like Olympics though, was it?
Yeah.
I thought it was like the qualifying FIFA. Either way, it was Olympic themed. It was for the Olympics.
He had a
It was
USA
fine.
jersey on.
Yeah, but they were those when they like were the like FIFA
true.
World thing. But I think it was to like to qualify for the Olympics. It doesn't
So we'll
matter. It's
count it.
Olympic. It's counted.
Number 3, probably much to everybody's surprise, the Air Much Up Tempo. That was worn.
That Olympic?
That was worn by Charles Barkley, Gary Payton.
Oh, Gary Payton didn't wear it.
A few other guys on that roster with the single air bubble. That to me, like I had that shoe. I love that shoe. Wish I could find a pair that was wearable now. Number 2, same as yours, the Flight 96 Penny with the 8 on the back. Can't wait
6.
for those to come. Oh, you're right. The 6, the 8 was Pippen. Can't wait for those to come back out next week. I will be waiting. I will be watching.
You think they'll?
I think they'll sit.
You think so?
I don't think that a lot of people are looking at for those.
They should sit because
should
if the
sit.
other colorways
Oh,
sat,
yeah.
these should sit.
I bought the white and black pairs for $35 at the outlet.
49.
So
I got 49 off eBay.
Yeah. So I'm guessing the Olympics will probably sit
And
around
if
as well.
the Kobe version and the Iverson version are still on eBay for like pennies.
They still are outlets.
Oh.
And those were like canceled releases that
Right.
should actually. I remember when they
Did the Kobe get canceled? I think the Iverson
of
just
them
got
did.
canceled. Oh, okay. I know the Iverson did.
Or maybe you're right.
The
But when they
Iverson
canceled
was
that
at
Iverson,
Shoe
it was like
Palace.
$300.
Yeah, it was.
And now you could go pick them up at Clearance Center for $4.99, 30%
Facts.
off on the weekends.
Facts.
So
Which we probably should own.
probably should own. That's actually those 96s. That draft class pack.
We
Was
should
actually
probably
pretty
own
dope.
all those 96s, actually.
I actually doubled up on the white and black ones just because they were so cheap. Number 1, the Nike Air Force 180 Charles Barkley.
That's a good one.
I mean,
Can't go wrong with that.
Charles Barkley is my top 2 favorite NBA players of all time. And, you know, that shoe.
Then why you got on Dan Marley jersey?
I was going to wear my Barkley
You
jersey,
even
but
like Dan Marley?
I like Dan. I'm a Suns fan, so of course I like Dan Marley. The reason why I don't like this Charles Barkley jersey that I brought with me is because I hate that it's gold. Like, I hate that the USA is in gold. Like, it just looks, like, weird to me. Like, so...
It does look weird. I thought it was fake.
So I just wanted the red, white, and blue and the Dan Marley. Yeah, this was, like, out of, like, the an Olympic Dream Team
And it's
pack that
reversible.
came out. It's not reversible. It just has the team's record on the inside of it. All their games, what the final scores were, and what they won. So the Dan Marley jersey to me, the red, white, and blue, was a better choice with my shoes that I wore that crumbled.
Cool.
So
What's your list again? Real quick to
just to recap, we've got number 10, the Michael Johnson gold track cleats. The number 9, the Hyperdunk 2008, worn by Kobe Bryant. Number 8, the Air More Up Tempo, worn by Scottie Pippen. Number 7, the Jordan 7 USA. Number 6, LeBron 2. Number 5, the Jordan 6 Olympics. Number 4, the Vince Carter Shox BB4 Olympics. Number 3, the Air Much Up Tempo, worn by Barkley and Gary Payton. Number 2, the Flight 96 Penny. And number won the Nike Air Force 180 Barkley.
Awesome. Glad to be back.
Glad to be back. Welcome
Good to be
back.
I know. Hopefully.
Congratulations again.
Thank you very much.
Hopefully we'll have the threesome back next week. Pause.
Hey. Hopefully we have our own equipment.
Hopefully.
I mean, it's still happening. I haven't talked to you guys about it, but it's still happening.
I'm sure some things got put on the back burner after the past
some things got put on the back burner.
8 days of your life.
I'm definitely sleep deprived. Anything else?
I think that's it. I think, as always, thank you for listening. Drop your comments below if you're on YouTube. Always looking for ways to improve our content. Hit that like button, subscribe, follow. Give us some love. We're always looking for it. The more love, the better. Anything else from you?
No, that's it.
That's the sneak disc.